Hello, how's it going?
So,
This is a quite a different look. Normally we got Don here running the show, but
yep.
he's indisposed. So you've got me and Gold and Kyle. Uh,
Hey, how's it going?
Welcome, Kyle.
Yeah, thank
Um,
you for having me.
Hey.
Kyle is doing a film festival called the Spring Screams Film Festival with their inaugural event happening next year in March.
Yeah,
Um, so how's everyone doing?
Pretty good. Pretty good weekend.
yeah,
Cool.
no, I'm doing gret. I'm excited to be here, be a part of this. This is fun.
Cool. Let's hope it stays fun. Um, this is a first for me as well.
Same.
Hey, everyone in the chat, Shire Nerd and the Dreadful Gentleman. Glad to
Yo.
have y'all here. We had Dreadful Gentleman on the last show, and he does a lot of really interesting, like black and white music videos, with
Mhm.
like his own props, and he films it. Really talented
Really
dude.
talented. Yes, I'd say
But
really talented, yo.
so, Kyle, tell us a little bit about Spring Screams and just to kind of kick things off.
Yeah, okay. So it is going to be a film festival, as you said, in March. That's going to be our first one. It'll be at a very large theater in Rancho Cucamonga, and it's going to be a short film only film festival and some scripts. But specifically, I want to try to get as many creative and interesting short films that are in the horror genre, horror and thriller, whatever, either one, that we can play and have just a really, really fun night and have a bunch of different directors and writers all get a chance to meet each other, build like a community of more horror fans that want to do more horror stuff during the off season of of spooky life. Because I didn't see anything going on in March in my area. I do live in Southern California, and I was just trying to find something to where I could continue being scared of all these spooky movies, and wasn't really finding that much. So I thought, well, if I don't see something, I might as well just make something. So that's what happened.
That's that's awesome.
Hmm.
Yeah, whenever I saw your page on Instagram before reaching out to you, I was just the advertising, like your profile picture and the theming of it just was like, man, this is really cool. And then I looked into it a little bit more. I was like, oh, inaugural event. Well, let's get this guy on here and see what this is all about.
Yeah, I
Um,
tried to go with Easter colors, so
you
feel,
succeeded.
feels very Eastery, even though it's just
Yeah,
everything is melting and gross. But
I like
No,
it.
spring screams.
yeah, no, it's great. So you said that it's going to be short film and scripts.
Yeah.
How are the scripts being judged, or like how does that work with showing that off to like people there, or is that more just for like the judges to see the scripts?
So yeah, the judges, we're gonna have a panel of different people, either some filmmakers and some script writers, and myself, who I've created a short film myself. I submitted it to Fantasia Film Festival, which is going to be happening this Friday, so that'll be fun. And then some other people who I don't want to announce their names yet, but they are people who have made feature horror films and just kind of waiting to make sure that they're 100% on board, because reading scripts does take time, and I want to make sure before I oust them on the internet that they're 100% on board. But yeah, so the scripts are not necessarily going to be read there, but the winners and the people who are selected are going to get a chance to come up and speak about their script and answer questions. and we're going to give a lot of feedback from the screenwriters and filmmakers so that they feel like they're actually getting something out of it. And potentially, if we have time, yeah, I mean, I would like to have the winners of the screenwriting contest be able to read maybe a couple of pages from their scripts, like something that they feel is maybe their favorite part, or a part that like really captivated us, the panel, and we were like, hey, could you go ahead and read this to the audience so they can get a chance to see what this is all about. So yeah, the scripts we're probably not going to be all read there. But I would like if the people who win, or even the people who are selected, would like to be able to share them on our website. That would be cool too, so that anybody can go and read them at their own pace. And that would also give people a chance to, see if they win. Hey, then there's a producer there. They can go and get it themselves.
That's awesome. Like, that's a really, really good idea.
It's a really good way to get people's work seen, and more eyes on the whole community in general.
Yeah, I mean, when you write a script, I mean, I wrote mine last year, and just getting it out to places, it can feel kind of just monotonous at a point where you're just sending this out and you're like, oh, I hope people take the time to read this, but I just don't know if they will or what, because it's different when you make a short film and you give it's 10-15 minutes long. It's not that much of a chore for somebody to sit down and watch a 10 to 15 minute film, right? Okay, I could do that. Yeah. My attention span's good enough for that. But if you have a script that's, even if it's 30 pages, maybe it's 90 pages, whatever it is, you want to make sure that you're dedicated and taking the time to read that and totally digest it and understand it. Otherwise, what's the point? Why are you paying somebody to potentially judge your script if they're not even going to take the time to really actually read it, digest it, and have an opinion on it? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it is notoriously hard to like even try to break into the film industry in any capacity. So what you are doing, I do think, is a good move to opening up that community and just getting people seen. What made you want to do this in the first place, to start Spring Screams?
Okay, so I started looking at film festivals online through Film Freeway, and there wasn't necessarily the type of festival that I wanted to be a part of that wasn't already this massive thing. Like Screamfest, you guys probably know Screamfest. That's awesome, right? Everyone wants to be a part of that, and it has like a really unique culture around it. All of the people that are part of that feel very unique and interesting, and it has a vibe. But I felt that is such a huge established film festival that so many people are going to submit to that. They're not going to be able to. The supply there is it's not going to work. So I thought, why not do something that I would love to be a part of? I'm not going to submit my film to this festival, though. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to cheat and be like, oh, my film made this. How great. But I thought, what if we do something that's in an off season and start building a really cool community, something different, something unique, and like start cultivating that cool vibe of like a really fun, different experience in a time where there's not that many similar things going on. It's just before summer starts, and you have, during the summertime, especially in Southern California, you have a bunch of cool horror conventions that take place. But this is before that, so you still have some waiting to do before you get to that. So I thought, okay, well, initially, because my wife is a teacher, I was thinking, let's do a summertime event because that'd be great. But I after looking at it, I was like, there's already so many things I want to do during this summer. It's kind of already full. So then Spring Screams came up after I started like thinking of alliteration that I could make my name my film festival.
Well, you picked a good name, because Spring Screams is immediately catchy, and like the branding you can do around that is very eye catching. Like I'm staring at my web browser right now, and I
Thank you. Yeah.
can see it, and it looks like the picture there just looks very edible.
Yeah, I just wanted it to feel kind of fun. Like I
No, it's
just,
fun.
it's just like I try not to take myself too seriously. So I thought I can't make a very hardcore. It's not going to be Sundance. It's not going to be Cannes or anything like that. This is going to be a silly time for fun, spooky movies. And I hope I hope just people have just a good time and laugh and jump and don't, and like it's just going to be an overall good time, nothing too serious, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think people, whenever they start these events, or after these types of things have been going for a while, they do start to take themselves more seriously than like what it is,
Yeah.
and I
Kind of
mean
sucks the
they're,
fun out.
yeah, I mean it's horror films, it's indie, there's supposed
Yeah.
to be some levity to it, and like a sense of not a ton of pressure. Like you're not winning an Oscar or something.
Yeah.
No, in
So
fact, for us, you're winning a spooky Easter basket.
that is incredible.
Nice.
Yeah, what I want to do is just make an Easter basket filled with scary different things and some cool prizes. And yeah, we're gonna have some free escape rooms for the winners because that's my like day job.
Okay.
And
That's really
so
cool.
yeah, so I thought I'd just make it this weird, funny kind of, here's your Easter basket, congratulations.
No, that's actually awesome. So, well, you mentioned escape rooms. Tell
Yeah, I
us
was
a
about to
little bit
say,
about the escape rooms that you put on, like the themes that they're associated with,
mhm.
stuff like that.
So yeah, so I've built, I've from the ground up built a lot of escape rooms now, but different types. My favorite is horror. I just did this year. Well, actually, at the end of last year, I did the Screamboat escape room for the Screamboat movie uh, with David Howard Thornton, and
Very awesome.
yeah, I got to work with Stephen Lamorte. He came to my escape room. He played my escape game with his wife Amy, and afterwards, I mean, they are huge escape room nerds. So
Mhm.
afterwards, we just sat around and talked for like 30 minutes, and they were like, it'd be really great if we could get like an escape room for Screamboat to kind of help promote the movie. And at the time, I think they had just finished filming it, so they still had a lot of time before the release. And escape rooms do take a while to build. They are not just something you can whip together in like a couple of weeks, but at least the good ones. But I was like, okay, yeah, I think I should have enough time to make this happen. So I just kind of got to work with the team over at Escapade Games, who make Zoe Reborn, and we just dug in and figured out how to build a tugboat inside of an office building. So that was a challenge, obviously, because that was a big ordeal. But at the end of the day, it was like really cool. We got to have David Howard Thornton come by and play, and all the cast there. My wife was very proud because she helped with one of the harder puzzles in the game, and that was David's favorite. That was his favorite puzzle. So she was like constantly letting us know, no, David Howard Thornton, his favorite puzzle was the one I worked on.
I,
uh,
I hate to interrupt. Are there any photos of this escape room around, or
yeah, there should be on escapadegames.com.
because
And
I'm on the Screamboat like booking thing right now, but I don't see any like photos about it. I just see a trailer. How's it going, Dead Man?
let me
Yo.
see if I can pull up. There, yeah, there is. I think we mostly do like videos for it, so I probably could send you some. But yeah, I mean, the videos are what get the algorithm to keep going for marketing on Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they're on Instagram. Okay, Don,
Yeah.
share my
But yeah, no,
screen.
that was really fun to do, and that kind of got me back into wanting to do filmmaking, because that was kind of always a thing I wanted to do when I was a kid, and just let's see. You can also go to, oh yeah, there's our little mouse guy in the bottom corner there.
Oh, wait, y'all made that?
No, that was actually the actual film used puppet, but everything inside here we made.
Oh wow!
So yeah, this is basically the walkthrough of the escape room in the very early days of it, for sure. But because that was like while we were still beta testing. But yeah,
insane.
So no, it was really, really fun to do. I mean, it was hard, but it was fun to do. And then yeah, there's our guy David Howard Thornton.
Oh yeah, he's one of my favorites. And Screamboat was surprisingly a great film.
Dude, it was so fun. I really, really enjoyed it. I thought it was really. I mean, there was a lot of Steamboat Willie movies that came out this last year.
Oh, there was a terrible one that I watched.
Yeah, I
can't even remember the name, but
ones.
It was.
Yeah, there was one that I saw that I felt like it was very much not Steamboat Willie, but they just used the mask.
That's the one that was awful.
Yes.
Where he gets like electrocuted, and then he suddenly becomes Steamboat Willie. Mousetrap.
Yeah. That one was kind of wear like a hockey jersey, I think, for most of the movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
I get just wanting to kind of use that marketing of basically Steamboat Willie. You get to use them for free, but
yeah,
at the end of the day, like the Screamboat people, it's all about Steamboat Willie. Like they built their own world inside that universe of Steamboat Willie, and I think that's really cool, and I think that's why that was such a fun movie. And it also is kind of like my favorite kind of horror, where it's like silly, like it doesn't take itself very seriously.
Yeah.
Like the end of. Did you guys see Weapons?
Yes. At LA Horror Con, I met one of the actors in there, and he gave me an autographed picture of him holding a hot dog, staring at it very lovingly.
I won't spoil anything. I'll just say that like the end of that movie, it happens, and I was in a crowded theater, and I was like the only person laughing, like outrageously laughing at it, and no one else was laughing. I was like, do you guys not get that this is a hysterical part of the film? Like this is a ridiculous thing that's happening. So yeah, I like horror movies that break up the scares with like a couple of laughs, because I think that brings you back into being tense again once you have that release. It's like, oh yeah, now it's scary again.
I'm a huge fan of goofy horror.
Weapons really just took like a left turn, because it set up like this really intriguing plot, and then just that ending was like, I don't know how to feel about this, except I need to laugh because this is kind of absurd.
Wild, dude. It was so wild. I loved it. I didn't really know what it was going in, because I hadn't gotten to see any trailers for it. I just had a friend of mine say, hey, watch this movie, you'll like it. So I was so excited, because I was like, okay, I have no idea what it is. I thought it was going to be something about like actual weapons, like guns or something. Nope.
Yeah.
Not that. So yeah, I was really excited. Did you guys see the new Frankenstein with Guillermo?
Oh, me and my wife just watched that. It was such a beautiful movie.
I've heard it's good. I want to see that. Frankenstein's one of my favorite monsters.
Creature.
I mean, his creature effects are the best. So
yeah, I've seen how it looks. Yeah, I've seen how the creature looks. I really like it. Yeah,
I knew it would be good going in, just because I was like, oh, he's gonna make this monster look great. That all of the visuals in this are gonna be amazing. And then it was also like really sweet and sad and poetic. And I was like, oh, this was good.
Easily,
this made me bummed out and sad.
Easily the best like Netflix movie that I've ever seen. Like one that felt like it wasn't a Netflix movie. Because
absolutely,
you watch certain Netflix films and you're like, wow, this is reminding me of like the straight to DVD days. But
is that a bad thing though?
You know what I mean? Depends. It depends. That
because
pendulum can swing heavy in either direction.
No, no, as long as that the bargain bin, like everybody's granny went to it, it's like, I got you this, and it's like a bootleg Terminator and freaking
Transformers. No, honey, I got you Transmorphers. Like, yeah.
friggin' I'm trying to think of a Pennywise meme. I was going to call him something the walking clown instead of the dancing clown.
But no, Frankenstein was a beautiful film, and like you said, very poetic, very sad. And I liked the dichotomy that they showed between like the creature actually having humanity and Frankenstein himself really having none until like
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yeah, yeah. It's a really really fantastic movie. I recommend it highly. So,
So
and I liked Jacob Elordi. I didn't really know too much about Jacob Elordi other than the guy he was in Euphoria.
Yeah.
He was great as a scary monster dude. So good job for him.
It was, and it got really graphic in certain scenes. Like obviously, like the creating the monster, but like after he's already there, like some of those scenes was insane.
Would you say it's pretty accurate to the book?
Oh, it's probably the most accurate, like as it can be.
Good.
Yeah, I
Good
was
guy.
gonna
That's
say
what I
that
said
like
before. Yeah.
you also always with like book adaptions, especially classical literature, you really have to be like, this is as close as it possibly can be without like being a 10-hour mini series,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there were certain things that I thought that they maybe changed a little bit,
for
like
sure.
blatantly, but for the most for the most part, it was expertly
If
done.
nothing
And
else, it gets the vibe right.
yes, yeah.
It
I
gets the
mean,
vibe right.
from what I've seen, Guillermo del Toro has been wanting to do a Frankenstein movie since he was 11.
Yeah, I
So
think I saw that too. And then I
so
my wife was like, "Oh, and he wants to do Phantom of the Opera next."
Ooh.
just don't make it a musical.
I don't think that would be the case. I don't think he would do with the Andrew Lloyd Webber one. I think he would do the classic,
Silent silent film one.
silent film one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
That's
but
what I'm hoping for.
modernized.
With Lon
Because
Chaney.
Yeah.
yeah, Phantom
Yeah.
of the Opera needs to have a bit more like horror to it, and less Gerard Butler.
I love the soundtrack for that movie, but yeah, but as a soundtrack, that's the thing. I never sat down and watched the movie. Like I'll put the soundtrack on sometime, but I never sat down and bother watching it.
One of the first things my wife did was force me to sit down with her family and watch Phantom of the Opera, the Gerard Butler one, and it's amazing that we're married. Nah, just kidding.
He's your angel of music.
Yeah. A Dreadful Gentleman says that the Spring Screams poster image is brilliantly designed, which
It
I
is.
have to agree. Like that is,
I mean, it's just gross.
dude. I don't look at this as gross. I look at this as like someone dipped, like these are like little Easter treats.
Yeah. It is, but it still grosses me out at the same time.
I look and I want to take a bite out of that skull.
Yeah, because it makes me think.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say it makes me think of, and lots knows what I'm going to say, the skeleton candy I used to get as a kid. We've talked about that candy before, and it was that exact yellow, purple, pink, those colors. It was those colors.
What I'm planning to do for the winners is make because 3D printing is a big part of prop making it for escape rooms, just because people break stuff in escape rooms so much, so often. People are rough. That being able to have a prop that you can 3D print in a couple hours and have multiples of really fast is super helpful. So that bunny right there is going to be 3D printed as a like a keepsake trophy for people. So they have this gross melted rabbit that will have like there. It'll have an engraved the name of their movie and the director's name, or the script writer's name on it. And I think that'll be a cool little weird thing to have on your shelf or whatever.
So is it going to be like spray painted really like shiny gold, or is it going to be more of like
you know what I don't know yet, because I thought it would be cool to do each one a different color. They have a pastel color for each, because there's 3 different awards, right? So
I
there's like
agree with
the
that.
yellow one, the pink one, and the like blue one. So it feels like there's like keeping with the theme of like these pastel fun colors. It's probably better for branding to have them all just gold, you know? So like people are like, oh yeah, that's my Spring Screams thing. But I am not that kind of person. I'll probably just end up
No,
doing
no, you need
the
to
hardest
have
version.
something. Yeah, you
Yeah.
need to have something that keeps you standing out, and
Honest.
this is insane.
Yeah, it's weird. And then that's the theater that it'll be in. It's a really nice theater. It's big, and it's also like kind of a locals theater too. So like it's just got a cool vibe. All the people that work there, the managers plural, are all really nice, cool people that I'm still friends with. I worked there a couple years ago, and yeah, I had a really good time working with all those people. So the fact that I get to go back there and do an event is just weird, but
So that is, I mean, the website is very, very straightforward, but it gets the point
yeah.
across.
Yeah, I didn't. This, like I said, this is the first year doing this. So next year there's going to be more stuff, because then I can have list of winners, films that made the cut, and add to this. Right. This is the beginning. So
Yeah, no, and that,
it'll only grow from there.
yeah, no, and I mean, I can just say, like, even from this, like, I can see the vision, and I can see how this can stand out, and like you can make your own little niche inside like early spring with this. Like, this is a phenomenal idea, and I'm happy that we kind of got to chat with about this before, it became something really big. And
well, I promise we will never be too big for you guys. You guys are always, one, welcome to come, and two, I'm always available to talk to you guys. You guys are great.
but so since I don't know, let's talk about how you're going, like, things that you learned in previous film festivals that you took part in when creating your own, like things you took to like differentiate yourself and stand out, stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay. So before I started even really thinking that I could just do make a film festival myself, I started researching what people were saying about other film festivals. One, because I had a film that I wrote and directed, and I wanted to make sure that I wasn't wasting my money on something that was not going to be worth my time, and was just going to eat my money like a claw machine that I fail at. So I, I started looking at a lot of the Film Freeway reviews, and what I found from that was that you don't get a lot of really interesting or useful information from the reviews on Film Freeway, because I think there's so many people that are worried about posting something on there that's going to potentially hurt them from getting into a film festival. They put like, this is a 1-star review, that might, other film festivals might see it. So you get a lot of all 5-star positive reviews on Film Freeway, which I get, right? So I was like, okay, well, there's got to be another place to start looking. So I started looking on Reddit. Reddit was a really great resource in identifying scammy film festivals to not be a part of. For me, that was great. And then I thought, okay, I'm going to read all of these opinions and pieces of advice that people have. Since I'm just reading the internet, I'm getting a bigger collection than just my anecdotal evidence of what I'm putting in. And I'm going to make sure that I'm not doing something that's a scam for people that is going to just eat their money and not give them literally anything. So I made my film called The Red Veil, and I put that into a few film festivals. I think I did 10 or 11. I think 7 or 8 of them were for the actual film, and then a few of them were for the script. For some reason, I was a little bit more shy and like bashful about putting my script out there. And I don't know why. I'm just like, oh, no one's gonna like this. No, I shouldn't put this anywhere. But because like the film, it's a collaborative process. There's all these other people. I'm like, well, even if what I did wasn't awesome, they're awesome, so they're definitely gonna love it. So after I submitted the films to all these film festivals, there's just a large waiting process. So you submit something, and then let's say the film festival is in November or October, and you submit it in July or June, you're just waiting for a while, and a long time goes by where there's just nothing, and you kind of forget about it. And then suddenly you get a response like a couple of weeks beforehand. And the majority of those responses were no, thank you. So I took a lot of the responses that I got and was like, okay, well, the ones that were not so awesome were just kind of standard boilerplate. It was an automated message. And then the ones that I liked, and I thought, oh, I didn't get into this film festival, but somebody took the time, they watched my film or they read my script, and they took the time to write to me and say, you didn't get selected for this film festival. We liked this bit, or we didn't like this, or here's the reason what we're looking for and why your film didn't meet that criteria. I thought, I want to do that. I want to make sure that people that submit to my film festival, they know the reason, whether it's that it didn't fit this criteria, or it's just, here's what we think about it, but we liked it, but we don't have the time to show 200 films, right? So we have to pick and choose. That's the way this goes. But I want to make sure that everyone that submits to it knows that somebody took the time to watch it or read it and digest it and get what you were trying to say or what you were trying to do with that. So the film festival world obviously is like brutal. It is a hard luck place out there, because making movies is just maybe the most brutal industry to break into. It's just like, you just got to be super lucky, I think, or have a famous dad or mom.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just want to make sure that people know that when they submit to us, they're going to get the most out of the film festival regardless. And I don't want it to feel like a big scam for anybody, because I did feel like I got scammed a couple of times, and like, lesson learned, it is what it is.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's one that's that's really honorable of you, because whenever you submit things to these people for like contests or entries or whatever, like, you never really do hear back from them, so you don't know why. Like, there's no feedback for them to even like begin to try to improve, so maybe they can get in somewhere else. So
you know what, one other thing to add to what you just said is, sometimes you get like a notice like, oh, you didn't get into this, like 2 days before the film festival.
and you've already made plans.
Well, I mean, even if you do get into it, let's say you got selected to it and you've gotten such short notice, how do you make that happen? That's not. So one of the things I want to make sure is that everybody that I'm going to that is selected for this, you have enough time to plan for it.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to get 2 days notice. You will get more notice, so that you can make arrangements and your cast can come, or whoever you want to bring with you, because that's crazy. That's like, you'll see these people have notification dates like the day before, 2 days before their film festival, and I'm just like, that's got to be a scam.
No, that's scummy scam behavior, because most people can't even get off of work, so then they're taking money out of their pockets, more so to get there, and whatever else. So no, that's a really good thing.
Sending them actual email saying why they didn't get in, or if they got in, because like you said, some of it just comes off as robotic. Like, sorry, you didn't get in. That's it. Like, you can tell that's just like, that's the email everyone got, not just you, but like literally every single human being got that email, and there was no care putting into it saying anything.
Very boilerplate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, and like you said, like, some of these, they get just so big that they kind of like lose the humanity part of this. It's like, oh yeah, well, there's a real person who put tons and tons of hours into making either the script or this movie, and you're just like, yep, didn't get in. Just hit the auto reply to these people. That's tough, but I guess I'm just a little sensitive.
No. I mean, more people need to have that human touch, unless things need to be so just
automated,
corporatized. Very
corporate, cold, corporate, robotic, automated, whatever word you want to call it.
Yeah, for sure.
So Kyle, how did you actually? Let me back up a second. You said you made a short film, The Red Veil.
Yeah.
Um, is that available to watch anywhere yet, or?
It will be after Friday. So it's
Oh,
going to premiere at So they were called Fantasia, and then I think that there was enough confusion because there's a Fantasia, I think, in another state, that they decided to change it to Los Angeles International Fantasy Festival. Uh, so it was Fantasia. My brain still sees, like, every time I bring it up, I still call it Fantasia because I've gotten so many emails over the last like 6 months from them,
yeah.
which is great. They're very communicative. They're awesome. But after Friday, it's going to premiere, and then I'm going to put it on YouTube so that anybody can watch it, and I'll post it all over my social media stuff. So that, yeah, but I'm trying to
We
make
look
it so
forward to seeing
it
that.
feels like a big premiere to all the cast and everything. So because some of them haven't even seen the finished product yet, so this is the first time they're going to get to see it, and I'm excited to watch that with them and a bunch of strangers, which is scary.
Yeah, no. So fantasy film. So it's a fantasy film festival. Is the Red Veil fantasy, or is it horror, or is it horror fantasy?
It is a horror film, but it has a lot of like weird fantasy elements to it. I kind of created this whole mythos around this like witch character and this kind of spell book, uh, just because I'm at my heart, I'm just a dungeon master trying to run D&D games and figuring out how to turn that into a film. So yeah, there's a lot of like weird nerdy fantasy stuff inside the movie, but for the most part, it's pretty much just a scary haunted house movie.
Nice.
Sick.
What inspired you to make it? To go into making the Red Veil? Just like you said, dungeon master stuff or anything particular?
So two things. One, I had never made a film before, as I said, but I really wanted to, so I wrote a script for this movie that took place kind of like in a uh, like a like a reality dating show, and there's a slasher killer that's one of the contestants, like secretly in the dating show.
Mhm.
And I wrote all out, and then I sent it to Stephen LaMorte, the director of Screamboat, and I was like, "Hey, will you take a look at this?" And he was like, "Oh, that's awesome, but like that's a big, that's big." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, okay. Well, maybe I need to think of a smaller scale kind of a script so that I could do something that's manageable that I could actually pull off." And then I was doing a lot of like kind of just thinking about stuff that I like. And as I say, I'm like a big D&D nerd. And I thought, well, there's this book called the Book of Vile Darkness in D&D, which is this like the most evil book. It just has all the evil things in it, and if you have that, you're probably going to turn evil. And I was like, what if some like regular person found a book like that and was like super excited about finding this creepy book, and they brought it home with them? What would happen to them if that happened? So that was like the jumping off point, because then I was like, all I really need is like to make a creepy book, which is over my shoulders right there on my on my bookshelf, standing up. I was like, once I have this creepy book made, I just need a few people. And then I had a friend of mine who she makes costumes for horror movies and haunts. She made some scary costumes for the Knott's Berry Farm out here, which is like an amusement park that does Knott's Scary Farm every year. I was like, hey, I have this idea for this weird witch lady who's all in red. Uh, she's kind of like looks like a Nazgul if it was a dress and red. She's like, I can whip something up. So then once I had that going, I knew I could pull it off in a couple of days. And I had a friend who has a really big house, and they were going on a cruise, so the house was empty. And I was like, done. We're gonna make this happen. We got a weekend. Let's film it. Let's do it, and pulled it off. So yeah, it was really, really fun, and also maybe the most stressful thing that I've ever done at the same
Looking
time.
forward to seeing it. I really am with the way you described it.
No, thanks. I had like no real experience with the like filmmaking process, so definitely this one is going going to be more amateurish than everything I do from this point on. So just keep that in mind when you're watching it. Just remember this was my first one.
No,
I know
everyone
you
starts somewhere.
exactly. Yeah. I know you said that you've always liked horror. What would you say got you into horror?
That's what I was gonna ask, Gold.
Okay, it's kind of a like terrible story, but when I was a kid, my sister she's 10 years older than me, so basically when I was a little kid she was almost an adult, right?
She's old. That's how you started. My sister, she's old.
Yeah. What she would actually say, she's always saying that. So she was watching Nightmare on Elm Street when I was a kid,
Ooh.
and I kind of walked in the room and was like, she probably wasn't paying attention that I was there, but she was like babysitting me, quote unquote. And I just kind of watched way too much of it and was just ruined as a kid. I was horrified, right? I was terrified. I was like, I can't go to sleep ever again. What am I doing? I will be, killed by this burned claw man. I cannot go to bed. And then that quickly kind of weirdly turned into this like fascination of trying to sneak and watch every scary movie I could after that. And then my mom was just like not one of those people who really cared if you watched, like if you wanted to watch something, she's like, okay, go ahead, yeah, you watch it. So I just kind of got away with watching a lot of horror movies early on and became like super into it, and then became a broken person because as an adult now I just go and watch horror movies and laugh while the scary stuff's going on.
Do you have like a favorite one from back then? Because I know you mentioned Freddy, or what would you say is your favorite?
Like a favorite classic horror movie,
franchise
honestly?
type thing, I guess, or just a one-off? Because I mean, that's the way I always
Pretty
say
much any favorite childhood horror movie from when you were younger.
If you, as long as you count it, some people I've talked to don't necessarily count this, but I do. Alien, the original Alien film.
Yes.
Oh no, that's a horror movie.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I agree.
If it was Aliens, I would say it wasn't.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, I agree with you 100%. That is, I think, maybe my favorite movie of all time. I just love that movie. I think it's exceptional in every single way. And I honestly like pretty much all of the Alien movies. I actually just saw Predator: Badlands. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Seeing that tomorrow, no spoilers.
Yeah, I will not say anything, but good. I loved it. I loved it. It's definitely not like all the other ones. It's got its own kind of vibe to it, but not in a bad way.
It's not a horror movie from what I've heard. It's a sci-fi adventure.
Let's be honest with ourselves. Ever since Disney bought Fox, Predator and Aliens both have seen this massive renaissance in quality.
Yeah,
for sure.
I mean, Romulus, Prey, so Killer of Killers. Badlands, I'm sure it's going to be awesome. Alien Earth. I mean, it just goes on and on and on and on and on.
Okay, did you guys watch Alien Earth?
I have not yet, but it's on my list to do.
You should watch it.
It's pretty decent. What I've seen, yeah,
it's exceptional.
I'm currently being scarred by Welcome to Derry, so
I'm not fully caught up. I've only watched the first episode of it.
Well, that first episode is the thing that I'm trying to recover from. Just the first 5 minutes was like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, me and a friend were watching that together. She's got HBO Max. So we're going to get into that eventually.
No, it's good. It's cool. Right now, there's so many like really high quality scary things coming out or released recently. Like it feels like a good time to be a horror fan or even a sci-fi fan. I remember a couple of years ago just kind of being like in a drought of cool, interesting sci-fi and horror films. So right now it just feels like we're in like a renewed renaissance of that stuff, and I'm so excited.
Yeah, no, horror has had this huge resurgence. Even the classic franchises have had like this new level of care put into them. Halloween, Scream, Freddy and Jason. We can't quite attest to that quite yet, but we'll see what happens.
We got Jason in Fortnite, so we can be happy
about that. Quality.
He can hit the 3D. Jason can hit the grid.
I will say, I think that there will never be a way to redo Nightmare on Elm Street because of Robert Englund. He makes that character so iconic that when you try to replace him, it's going to be a challenge every single time, no matter who you get.
He said he wanted to do it one more time. He wanted to be Freddy one more time.
So there's a couple ways I can see them handling Nightmare on Elm Street. One, we are getting, I think we're about 15 years past when the remake came out, which means that we're about 20, shit. We're like 20-ish years from the last time Robert Englund was Freddy. They can do an animated film and have him do a voiceover, which I think wouldn't be the worst thing. He can give his voice away to the AI bot machine and have them just
live forever as the AI voice, Darth Vader style.
Yep.
Or people can suck it up and finally accept a new iteration of Freddy Krueger, and it won't be hard if they find the right person. Anybody can be recast. Granted, with Robert Englund, it is so hard because he does make that character. It's not a Jason, it's not a Mike. Hell, it's not even like a Scream situation or a Ghostface situation. I mean, anyone can be those characters. It is a lot harder with Freddy, but I don't think it's impossible. You just have to find the right. You just have to find the right actor that exudes that same energy. Or don't make it a boring snooze fest where they imply that that Freddy may or may not
have been a certain type of file.
May not have been on a plane to a certain island.
Not Yoshi's Island, right? Not Yoshi's.
Yoshi's Island. Yoshi's Island.
For them eggs.
So I think that's where the remake went wrong.
Yeah, because you're not going to like a character like that, you know. A slasher is, the slashers are horrible people, but we still enjoy seeing what they're going to do because that's the point of the movie. So to a certain extent, you root for Jason or you root for, you know, them to accomplish something. So it's a good movie.
You know,
it's like
well, I was going to say, I think he's already eaten up the Freddy space inside the horror universe now. He's kind of become the silly psychopath that everyone roots for. It's now, instead of Freddy, it's Art.
I've called him the Deadpool of horror, basically.
Yeah.
100%.
I mean, I agree with that. I just I don't know if who owns Freddy now.
I'm not sure.
I mean, is it New Line or is it Warner Brothers? I don't know, but they need to put some effort into it, and I see where they were going with that remake. Because they were remaking the first Nightmare on Elm Street. They weren't remaking like Dream Warriors or anything like that where Freddy had that goofy personality. Because in the first Nightmare, he wasn't goofy. Like, he was a pretty serious dude.
True, yeah.
But people had gotten used.
It was yes and no. It was still kind of outrageously almost cartoonish in some of the violence. So it was more serious, but still very, you know, out there and absurdist in a lot of the kills and everything. So there was definitely the groundwork for like this can only get weirder.
Okay, well, what besides like the slasher people, what film series would you like to see make a resurgence, like horror specifically?
Oh man, that's crazy.
I know the correct
stop it. We're not.
I love Killer Clowns. I almost wore my Killer Clowns shirt for this, but then
I thought about wearing it too.
Every episode we've done for like the past 3 months, he's found some way to sneak in Killer Clowns
because it's the best movie ever. It's my favorite.
Shoot, I honestly don't know. There's a movie called The Stuff.
Yes.
Yes. A dumb horror movie. I would love that.
Oh shit.
Be remade randomly.
Yes, the Stuff. Yes. Hadn't heard of The Stuff in years. Yes.
I'm glad this
Yeah, deep,
poster's got
deep
a
cut.
slight green tint to it.
What, did you look up the stuff, or which one did you look up?
I looked up the stuff, and
Oh,
it's
the
this guy
stuff.
screaming with like
Yeah.
doing the
Yeah.
scream face, and it's got like whitish green stuff in his mouth and
That's the
eyes.
stuff, man.
Looks like he went to a Diddy party.
You need a big spoon. No, no, you ain't lived. You've had a big spoonful of the stuff, man.
Yeah. I also just saw, I mean, when I was a kid, I loved Toxic Avengers.
Mm.
So that cartoon was like
How
super
was the
big.
remake? Have you seen it yet?
Did you guys watch it?
I have not. It was on my list, but it went out theaters before I could make it there.
Yeah, I will pretty much watch anything with Peter Dinklage. Just I love that guy. so
Okay.
yeah, I liked it. Obviously I didn't think it was like a perfect movie, but I don't think that that's what the Trauma team is ever
Yeah,
trying to make.
say, yeah.
I
fair,
don't
yeah.
think they care. They're just like, we're making this thing. It's going to be fun. And if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you're not part of this. So yeah, I enjoyed it. I think Peter Dinklage is awesome. And
I was wondering how he'd be in that role because, I've always seen him in more serious roles. Like he's done some comedy stuff. Like he's been in some funny things.
Yeah.
But I guess I've always seen him so serious, seeing him as Toxie. I'm really curious to see how he does as Toxie.
He's in this movie that is basically about LARPing. It's called Knights of Badassdom.
I need to see this.
He's just this like pothead LARPer who takes like the role playing like super hardcore seriously, and then they summon a succubus during one of these rituals, and it did terribly. Like I think it cost like a little bit of money to make, and like they just made nothing. They made nothing back.
I'm
but
looking
I
it up
love
now
it.
to see if I can find it.
I think it's on Amazon Prime. I do recommend it though. If you hate it, I apologize.
Full movie is on YouTube. I will be watching that after I watch Tales of Halloween tonight. I can already tell I'm going to enjoy it.
It is.
Listen,
It is really fun.
My favorite movie is Killer Clowns. The bar is low, man. The bar is low.
And then the like main character is the guy who was like Jason from True Blood. I know he's done a couple of like other little things. He did this movie called, I think it's called Glory or Glorious, where it's basically like there's a Cthulhu-esque god trapped inside of a skull. You saw it?
The glory hole one, yes. The glory
hole.
Yeah.
It's just this glowing glory hole that's like ruining his life. That is a hysterical movie. I got to talk to the director of that a little bit.
Oh, that's great.
She was really, really cool. And I recommend that movie too.
Yeah, that movie's great.
So weird. It's really
also,
weird.
have you seen that one?
No.
I know we've talked about it. I know we've talked. You're like, I'll never watch that. Like, no, it's good. Trust me.
It is actually good. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Tell me the title one more time.
It's either Glory or Glorious. I don't remember the exact name, but I guarantee you just
you're not
type in Glory
expecting it to be
hole,
what it is. I was very surprised when it wasn't like a big fat guy on the other side.
Okay, it's not Glory. That's got Denzel and Morgan Freeman in it.
Yeah, it might be
Glorious. From 2022.
That sounds right.
A guy holding a leg.
Yeah. It's the director is Rebecca McKendry. She's also, I think, the person who does like the main podcast for Fangoria. It's
Glorious. That's it. Yes,
it's great.
All right. Well, do y'all want to see the trailer? And
yes, we can get your reaction to that.
Hey, Raven, let me share my stuff again.
You share the stuff, man.
All right, put me on, man. I don't know if we're gonna get audio through this.
Meanwhile, Raven's falling asleep backstage. There we go.
Ravens are... Oh, can y'all hear anything?
I cannot. I don't know if you were asking me.
I can't.
Oh, is it not gonna give me audio? Oh, this is gonna... Well, I've got Shudder. I can watch this.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
a very interesting movie.
Have we actually talked about this before?
Yes, we've
because
talked
y'all
about
can't
it.
hear it.
Yes, you and me have talked about it. I know. I don't know if we've talked about it on the show, but you, me, and
I don't think we
Raven.
have. I'll give it a watch. I've got two people telling me it's the best thing they've ever seen, and
It's not the best
It's
thing I've
really
ever
good.
seen, but it is a
no,
good
no, no.
movie.
I'm going in
It is a good
with
movie.
sky high expectations.
I will say, okay, so if I were to compare it between the Knights of Badassdom and Glorious, Glorious is a better movie. Like
Yeah.
just it's a overall higher quality. And what's his name? J.K. Simmons. He's the voice of the
Yes.
glory hole.
Yes, he's the voice. Yes, that's what I
Hold
forgot to
on,
mention.
wait. There's an actual glory hole in the movie.
Yeah, it's like a truck stop gas
Did
station. Like
I feel like I missed that plot. Oh no.
like
Okay, hold on.
90% of the movie takes place there.
Gold, keep the conversation going because I'm watching the trailer right now.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
really good.
Oh my
I feel like
god.
I've introduced like deep cuts with all these like niche horror films that I'm
It
bringing
does,
up.
yeah.
But,
But it killed me when I watched it the first time. J.K. Simmons just like, it's me. I was like, what?
There is
Yeah,
no fucking
I had
way.
J. Jonah Jameson, is that you?
yeah.
I need you to get Spider-Man.
Yeah, Omni Man, what's happening? Yeah, it was like a really cool surprise for me. I remember just kind of watching it. I clicked it on Shutter because I saw that main dude, and I was like, oh, I know who he is. And
Yeah,
then just I can't remember his name ever. I always call him Jason from True Blood, but I know he has a real name. And yeah, it was so bizarre, but it was like it's a cool concept too, and like that's another way of taking a really small scale kind of idea. It's all in a bathroom,
and it's
and
a lot of mental horror too. It's a lot of like traumatic horror, like it's dealing with his past and dealing with stuff he's done. You start to doubt what's going on. Like it's deeper than just like, yeah, you hear the joke of, oh, it's a gory whole horror. No, it's like it's got a lot of psychological elements to it.
Yeah, it's cool because it takes all that psychological stuff and fuses it with like cosmic horror, which you don't honestly get that much cosmic horror, that Cthulhu-esque stuff. That doesn't appear in that many things. It's awesome when it does. So yeah, when I watched it, I was like, this is way better than what I thought it was going to be.
He's stunned. We've stunned him.
I guess I'm watching that tonight.
Yeah,
it's
I
great,
think you will
man.
like that.
Yeah, it's great.
So does
and also the director's a really nice lady.
Well, I always support nice people, but does he lose his penis to the alien monster?
Oh, we can't tell you anything. No, you got to go in just knowing that's going to be a good
penis.
time.
Okay, fine. Here's my movie recommendation. If I'm watching Glory Hole Alien Monster Guy, voiced by J. Jonah Jameson, you have to, which you probably already watched. It's an old ass movie.
What is it?
Rubber. Have you ever heard of Rubber?
No.
I think
You've never heard of Rubber?
2010 Rubber?
Yeah. Which don't use a
car
rubber
tire
from
comes
2010,
to life,
people.
Power to make people explode.
Yeah. We got some love for Rubber in the chat.
I never thought I'd hear what Glorious, Rubber, and The Stuff mentioned in all of the scene. The Stuff, man, that was a deep cut because I remember my friend, he used to rent movies or something from like the library. And he's like, I remember my mom got me this movie because it was like I forgot what the cover had. The cover had the guy on it, and she thought it was some kind of like Flubber. And he's like, she got me The Stuff. He's like, it's really weird. That's when you said it. I was just like, oh, I know what it is. That freaking peanut butter solution. That was the other one. That one's awful. That one's awful.
Kyle, you're gonna have to tell me your thoughts on Rubber. Everyone I've showed that movie to refuses to watch it longer than like the intro. With me.
No, I will watch the whole thing. Even if it's
you.
bad, I like bad movies. I have seen The Room way more than I've seen actual good like Oscar movies. You know?
Okay. Hold on. I wish my best friend's here. That's not Gold or Raven. So my buddy specializes in terrible, terrible movies. I'm gonna throw one at you that you need to absolutely watch.
I
It's
know what it is.
the
And
title
by the
is
way,
going
Rubber
to
is
shock.
streaming on Tubi, so I'll watch it on Tubi.
Think you
I
guys
better.
are good.
I will ask you every day, or maybe not every day, every other day for the next couple weeks if you've watched it and what your thoughts are until I get a response. um, the movie is called Love on a Leash, and I know what that sounds like. Okay,
And that's what it
I
is.
I know what it sounds like, but it was made by this foreign lady that did not have a good comprehension on the English language or how to work cameras. No, and that's not me. No, no, that's genuinely. Yes, that's the
Yeah, I pulled
movie.
up that's what made me laugh.
It's a free film. It's available everywhere. Um, just
No,
the
God knows no one's
every
paying for it.
everything is green. The lady's room is green, her dress is green, like her car is green, everything's green in it. The audio is really bad. The music, I don't think there's any music in the whole film because she didn't know how to like to dub that into or like add that in. um
Yeah.
this is my buddy DJ's favorite bad movie because The Room is an actual film. It's not a good film, but it's an actual movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
This
I think
is
probably a money laundering scheme.
Yeah, that's a good
I would
yeah.
agree.
Yeah.
But I absolutely love The Room. Like it's one of those that you
Yeah.
can watch and it's just it's gold.
Why?
This, on the other hand, he wants to watch it all the time and put every new person that comes over through it. Like, hey, y'all want to watch a movie? Let's watch Love on a Leash.
Yeah.
I've seen that
I
movie at
would
least 3 or 4 times, and
I have a couple of movies like that I try to like torture people with. One is Troll 2.
oh,
It's
that's a
so
good one.
classically bad.
They're
Which is
eating
just
her,
about
and then they're going to eat me. Oh my god!
yeah, and then a new kind of modern day classic that I think we can all appreciate is probably one of the greatest movies of all time,
Please
Madam
tell
Web.
me.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
hold on. No, Madam Web makes me viciously angry. Okay.
See, I thought he
Then you're
was
looking at it in all the wrong ways, my friend.
No,
I thought he was gonna drop
no.
Heat of My Boys Blood and Honey because I enjoyed
Blood and Honey's a good movie. I don't want
See,
no Blood
I
and Honey
think
slander.
Blood and Honey is like Screamboat, where it's like fun, kind of cheesy, doesn't take it too seriously, and it's like it gets what it is. Like, and people watching that movie, they understand what they're getting. People don't understand what they're getting from Madam Web.
Recontextualize Madam Web for me, because I sat down after months of being hounded by my group of buddies, like, hey, you got to watch this movie. I'm not watching this movie. You really need to watch this movie. It's really good. I'm not watching. I know it's a shit film. I sat down. I sat down one weekend, and I just put it on, and I just sat there, and like stuff was happening that made no sense, and then these powers made no sense, and then the movie made no sense, and then the final fight scene
None.
actually made zero sense. And
yeah, no, I
it
agree with
broke
you
me.
100%.
So recontextualize it to make me enjoy it.
Okay, first of all, I think they did a disservice to you. I think by them saying it's good, even they were probably trying to get you to watch it because they felt tortured by it and they wanted to torture you with it.
I knew it was bad going into it.
Yeah,
I didn't fall for it.
they should have brought it to you in a way that you would have embraced it, which is the way I try to get people to watch Madam Web. You have to think about it first. They spent $200 million on this movie, right? There's my cat. Say hello. They spent $200 million on this movie. That for some reason they thought Madam Web, the most minor character in the Spider-Man franchise we could find, let's go ahead and turn her into the star of a jumping off point for a new franchise for some reason. In the movie, she's supposed to be the hero of the movie. She's just doing a litany of crimes back to back to back to back from the start. She's kidnapping children. She's stealing cars. She's breaking and entering. She's crashing into buildings. She's assaulting people. And they don't ever at any point go like, wait, are you bad? Are you the bad guy? Because you're doing all the crime.
The guy by the foot.
Yeah, you're doing all the crime and just saying that you can see the future. Therefore, it's okay to commit all these crimes. And then her partner, the EMT guy,
Uncle Ben. Uncle Ben.
Okay, let me get to that in a second. Okay, that's also delicious.
I
he
know. I wonder what happens
dies,
to
right?
him.
Like, no, it's that one. It's the other guy that dies. Is it Ben or the other guy that dies? One of her like EMT partners dies,
In the
and
very
she
beginning,
never
it's the other
goes
guy.
back. Yeah, she never goes back to fix that problem. She's just like, yeah, that's okay. It's okay if he dies. He has a family, but yeah, I could go back and fix it, but I'm not gonna. I've moved past that. We've grieved already. Then they're like, how do we lump in Spider-Man to this? Because people want Spider-Man, but we can't really do it. What are people most excited about? Peter Parker's baby shower. Let's put in Peter Parker's baby shower. We're not going to say his name, but we're going to heavily imply it's Peter Parker's baby shower. What on planet Earth were they thinking? I love it. It is just one bad decision after another. And we're not even talking about the Amazon stuff that they go to, where there's this random tribe of Spider-Men that are like
Well, that's the
bordering
part
on
that
very
broke me
inappropriate.
initially. That's the part that broke me because it's like she got bit by a spider, she got mortally wounded, and then it just time skips, and it's like, how did she get out of the jungle when everyone left her to just die? Essentially, how did she was in a remote part of the forest? Did the tribesmen like carry her to a local hospital? Like,
He just went to the hospital.
And you're not telling me that you don't enjoy how terrible that dub is of the villain. You just watch that guy, and it's like something from just another world. The dubbing is so bad. It's so, and it's just, again, it's like a $200 million movie, and that's the best they could do on dubbing it. It's absolutely bonkers that got made, that was put into theaters, and you think of how many movies just get scrapped. Or even that Batgirl movie, they just didn't show it. They made it. They're just like, nope, we're not doing it.
Tax write-off.
It's bad. We're not doing it. Right?
The follow up to the Burton films is not worth seeing. Just we'll take a tax write-off on that. But
yeah.
But Madam Web, that deserves to see the light of day.
And the hubris, the final delicious little nugget they leave you with is they're like, all right, you get a taste of the costumes of characters to come. As if they thought they were getting a sequel. They're like, make these characters costumes, and you're going to have to watch them during the credits in their costumes. What? I love it. I thought it was fantastic.
Okay, then let me propose this question to you.
I got another awful one. I got another awful
just,
one.
You save yours. Hold on.
Yeah, mine's the worst.
You save it.
Trust me, it's the worst.
So, kill, marry, I don't know, die, divorce, or whatever, or have sex with Morbius, Craven, or Madam Web, in that order.
Morbius, it's even in the song when he's dancing in front of the mirror. It's in the song. Morbius. It's Morbin time.
I guess.
And I mean the films themselves, not necessarily.
Yeah, of course.
That'd be Craven
you got to marry Madam Web, because that movie it gets better every year. Every anniversary you watch, that's going to get better. The Diamond.
You watch it on every anniversary.
You got it. Well, you got it. You're married to it. Kill, probably Morbius, just because I do not understand how Jared Leto keeps getting big movie roles.
Yeah,
Why was he in Tron? Why was he in Tron? And then I guess fuck Craven, because he's a handsome guy. So there you go.
See?
Easy.
Okay. That's about where I saw that going.
Easily the worst modern movie, I think came out this year. The new War of the Worlds.
Okay.
Have you?
Yes.
Have you seen it?
Yes.
My favorite part is my daughter's a genius. I think one day she's going to cure cancer. I got this shrapnel and pulled it out, and I'm bleeding everywhere. I thought it would stop the bleeding. And you're a genius. That's my favorite.
Full disclosure, I have yet to watch that movie, but I did watch a hour-long Papa Meat video on YouTube covering every scene in that movie. So I feel like I've watched it.
You have.
Yeah, I don't get that. I don't know what happened with that movie, but yeah, it's basically just an ad for every Amazon product they make. That's
Yeah,
all it is.
the Amazon man saves the
Uh,
day. She's bleeding. I
uh,
taped her up. She's
Alexa, give
bleeding. I
me
use.
coordinates to the Department of Defense.
Yeah, so strange.
God,
Like,
I love it. Awful.
yeah, that's like that's definitely a worse movie than Madam Web, but
Yeah.
I think that one's
They just came up.
unwatchable.
They rented that office for one day just so he could sit there and see the aliens, like a blurry filter of PlayStation 2 aliens, and go, damn. Every 2 minutes, that's
You
it.
know,
yeah,
you know what's funny is me just watching you. I was like, damn, yeah, that does look like a
That's
screen grab
it.
from the movie.
yeah, the whole it's crazy.
They did not have a
That's
budget.
like a bad movie in it. That's like how when I watched that when you were angry watching Madam Web, I was angry watching that movie. And then I was like, I watched the like what is it the movie junkies is they do like the bad trailer, honest trailers, right? I watched the honest trailers of it, and then I was like, oh, okay, now it's funny. I'm less angry now. I get it.
I felt nothing watching Madam Web. Like that was the thing that I think made me upset is I felt nothing except just confusion by like what was happening and the ending of it. And then it sent me on this downward spiral of like, damn it, Sony, why is it so hard to make a Spider-Man connected universe? Just you've got like two other Spider-Mans you can use. You can set this in the Raimiverse. You can set this in the Amazing Spider-Man universe. You can damn, if you want to have these villain movies so bad, just make Spider-Man the bad guy in these movies. Literally, that's it. Just have, the Raimi films were all about making the villains have heart. And like you being able to like, man, I know
Yeah,
that he just like murdered Uncle Ben, but he was just doing it. It was an accident, and his daughter was dying of like this incurable disease. He needed money. It's like,
yeah,
okay, I feel you on that. And Spider-Man stopped him. That bastard. Spider-Man is a piece of shit. The Daily Bugle was right. So like just
yeah,
Then
just
we found our new J.
recontextualize it
Jonah.
like that. That's all you have to do. And you could have four Venom movies, three Morbiuses, and then them all come together in a Sinister Six, and they just spend
yeah.
2 hours beating Spider-Man to a pulp.
He's just on the sidewalk. Stop.
Yeah, no, I totally get what you're saying, and
Like it's not that
I
hard.
never thought it was going to be a good idea to make Spider-Man movies without Spider-Man. That just doesn't
Yeah.
seem like that's the recipe for success.
Venom's the only one I enjoyed. They did
And
at
Venom
least
is
make
still a
Venom.
bad set of movies. I don't care.
See, I enjoyed them just fine. They need Spider-Man, yes, but at least there was something unique and useful to them more so than
But
the others.
isn't that more so that Tom Hardy is good at acting?
Yeah, I'd say Tom Hardy.
Yeah,
was.
You
they
know,
just
like
took the whole
Tom Hardy's
Deadpool thing
interesting.
though. Like they just
Yeah.
did the Deadpool thing. That's it.
But I mean, they did make it work for a movie we knew we weren't getting Spider-Man. Like I could sit down and say, I didn't hate this watching
The
it. I enjoyed it just
And
fine.
here's the problem with Venom. The one film that you absolutely needed Spider-Man to be in is Venom because that's how the symbiote gets all of its powers and all the Spider-Man like powers is because it attaches itself to Spider-Man. And
Yeah.
that's the whole point of the symbiote.
Well,
It's
he didn't
just
technically like shoot webs or anything in the movie. He's just like using his shape-shifting goo powers. So technically, they
Yeah.
didn't
Uses goo.
actually make him like swing around like a spider.
which again, you know what? I'm not hearing any of this Venom defense, okay?
So I enjoyed the
Apologist.
Carnage one.
Yeah, I don't need any Venom apology here.
I enjoyed
because-
being deaf in the movie theater when it like peaked up the friggin' decibels of a rocket. We let there be carnage, and it just echoes. And I was just like, good God.
Which is a bummer because I love Woody. I think like he's so incredible that it was kind of a bummer that is the worst of the three movies. You know, like it's just a mess. That movie is just a mess. But
I enjoyed the prison escape scene until he turned into a tornado.
I don't know. You sit here and this can be for horror, this can be for anything, but you sit back and you watch these films that do get made. And of course, they got all these analysts and stuff that can determine which movies are going to be like relatively like a big box office success or not or whatever. But there's so many like good independent projects that just they have to be self-funded, they have to be
yeah,
whatever, and those movies tend to be much better, not all the time, actually very very few and far in between, but they tend to have at least heart and soul put into them.
Yeah.
And then you get bullshit like Morbius or Madam Web or the Emoji Movie. Notice I just named 3 Sony Pictures productions.
Yeah.
You didn't like what's his face as the poop? Was it Patrick Stewart as the poop? It was. That's right. It was. We don't wash our hands, son.
Okay,
It was
so
him.
I guess I'll push back a little bit that they're not all like they're very rarely good. So if you just go and open up Tubi and you like go to their horror section, that's usually where you're going to get basically movies that couldn't make it on Netflix, couldn't make it on Peacock or HBO Max. They're just kind of like, hey, we made this movie, we want to stream it somewhere, and just click on any of these random horror movies that are within like 5, 6, 7 years old, and you're going to get like an interesting, fun time. Maybe it's not going to be, it's not going to win awards, but it's going to be a unique, interesting thing that is like, there's a movie that I watched on there a while ago called Killer Sofa, and it's just about this reclining chair that eats people. Okay.
I need to see this now. It's another one for the list.
And I reached out to the guy, the director of that, because I just wanted to be like, hey, this is awesome. This was weird. I loved it. Like, thank you for making this. And he was like, hey, I'm just so glad you watched it. I just made it because I thought it was a fun idea, and I had no expectations that this would make money. I just thought it was a cool, fun thing to do. And I was like, that's how I want to make everything. Every movie I make, I want it to be just because it was cool, it was fun, and it was a weird idea. You know what I mean? And so
I didn't mean to sound like indie movies are rough, because they're not. We've had a couple indie directors on here that their projects are actually incredible. And like cinematography, sound design, like the whole nine, they're awesome. I guess whenever I think of like stuff like that, Tubi, for example. Whenever I load up Tubi, what I got greeted to was the Grinch Who Stole Bitchmas.
That's my Christmas movie this year. I haven't spoiled it yet.
that is. Yeah, I wasn't ready for that. That was wild.
You definitely need to watch it. It's a it's a classic.
Is it like new? Classic. Is it a newer movie?
I don't know. I think it's at least 4 years old.
Oh my gosh.
Me and my buddy sat down and we put it on just because like my wife didn't want to watch it with me, because we watched the trailer and it was just abysmal.
I added it to my list. Rubber's first, but I'll okay. It's my list. There we go.
After Christmas, I'll be hitting you up and asking if you watched it.
Yeah, it's a holiday movie. I can't watch it until December, but yeah, it's a holiday movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. But when you take like these massive Sony movies and you really like put it in perspective, if you were to take all of the budget for all of the Venom movies, the Madam Webs, the Morbius, the Craven,
I mean, it could have went to Morbius, Venom, Craven. Fuck, I think that might be it for.
Yeah, so I mean, that's what like
it's like over $1 billion
amount of money.
Yeah, that could have went to the homeless.
Really, not a lot. Well, not even that, but it could have gone to all
It's not even
thousands of different franchises to make all these different movies, all these different kind of like independent features, and they definitely lost money on that. Like,
yeah.
Even the Venom movies didn't make a tremendous amount of money. Like, they made their budget back, but they didn't. Yeah. They weren't like just gangbusters. They were okay.
And the thing is that they could have been gangbusters. All they had to do was have Spider-Man in there for 5 minutes.
Well, they teased us with that when he goes to the freaking multiverse thing. Remember?
Well, they just saw it, and it's
worst. Yeah, like, why do that? Why bother?
And then that's already retconned from what I hear in like the next film, or it was already retconned in No Way Home or something.
Well, he's in No Way Home, but he's sitting on the freaking. He's at a bar the whole time, and then when it comes back, Venom's sitting at the bar, or freaking, I can't remember his name now. He's sitting at the bar, and he's just like, there was a purple guy with stones that snapped everyone out of existence. and then he's like, what's that bright light? And the guy's like, he didn't tip. He just gets sent home. He never meets Spider-Man. And that's it.
Well,
Because everybody's like,
All
"Oh,
we-
Venom's in it. He's going to show up." Oh, nope.
All we know is disappointment
That's
when
right.
it comes to Sony
Yeah,
films.
Except
Yeah,
for no, that's not all true though, because the Spider-Verse, those movies are incredible.
Yeah.
Fun fact about the Spider-Verse films. Do you want to hear something that might enrage you that you may or may not already know?
Yeah, well, let's hear it. I'm ready to be disappointed.
Okay, since I take it you're more of a '90s kid, probably grew up on like the Justice League, United, or cartoons and like Batman
X-Men is my
Beyond
favorite, but yeah.
and all of that shit. So the people that made Spider-Verse gave it that really awesome style and everything. They had first approached Warner Brothers to make a Batman Beyond movie first in the style of Spider-Verse before it was Spider-Verse.
Wow.
But Warner Brothers, in their infinite wisdom, was like, no, this is stupid. No one's going to watch a Batman Beyond animated film. We don't want that shit. And so they were like,
more Spider-Man.
okay, let's go to Sony. And then that's how Spider-Verse happened. But there's actually some test footage that got released of that to where you can see just how incredible it looked. Oh,
yeah.
It was so beautiful. I don't think Raven's around or else I'd show you. But yeah.
That is a bummer. But I could see how that style would translate so well to Batman Beyond. Like
that 60 seconds of footage was incredible.
That's all you get.
Yeah, that is a bummer. But you know what? I'm such a Miles Morales fan that I still am happy we got that version.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll still get a Batman Beyond something eventually. That'll be cool. I mean, who knows?
Yeah,
you never.
Everyone will say that
hate money
just
that
ripped
much.
off.
They won't give us that.
Apparently, they do hate money because they're like, no, let's cancel the Looney Tunes court drama. Let's cancel Batgirl, even though that probably was for the best, but still would have been cool to see. Let's just cancel.
Yeah, I mean, I heard it had Brendan Fraser in it, so I was going to watch it regardless because he's my guy. I love him, so I would have at least watched it on HBO Max.
The one thing I'm happy about here recently is that Brendan Fraser is getting the recognition that he deserves.
Mm-hmm.
Like
awesome.
his renaissance, his and Nicolas Cage's renaissance has been amazing to see.
Oh yeah, Nicolas Cage, love him.
Yeah.
Willy's
Yeah, no, I
Wonderland.
agree. Yeah, did you guys see Pig?
Not yet. I haven't seen Pig.
Pig is a Nicolas Cage movie that's very strange, but is awesome. Like maybe his like best acting movie that he's done, but it's it's so strange. I really liked it. I think it's like a Hulu original.
Have you seen the what is it? Wheelie's Wonder? It's the freaking Five Nights at Freddy's one.
Yeah.
I laughed so hard at that part where he's in like the bathroom and he opens the door and he looks up and this feeling, and then somehow this giant gorilla just goes.
Yeah, it's a lot of his movies are just like now he's just doing kind of whatever he wants, and they're just like
he's gonna pay for that island, man. He's gonna pay for that island.
He's got this incredible movie out that hopefully I get to see tomorrow before we watch Predator Badlands. It's called The Carpenter's Son, and apparently Nicolas Cage plays Jesus Christ.
Yes, I want
and
to see that so bad.
And it's a horror film.
Yes.
Wait, okay, what's this called?
It's called The Carpenter's Son. It looks really fucking good.
Wow.
Like it genuinely looks incredible. Like kind of like the I think wasn't it A24 that did the Witch, but it was like VV Itch.
Black Phillip, talking about Black Phillip. Yeah, the one with Black Phillip in it.
Yeah, the one with Black Phillip.
Did you not like that movie?
No, I liked it, but I'm just saying like it has like that weird style.
That vibe?
Yeah, like cool. Very kind of abstract and or Hereditary. Kind of just it's hard to describe, but it's on my list to watch. I hope I get to see it.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna look into that.
Because I thought he just played like maybe Jesus's human father or whatever, John the Baptist. But no, I looked it up and it's like, no, Nicolas Cage is Jesus Christ, and I'm like, wow, the role of a lifetime.
I don't know anything about this movie other than what you've told me, but isn't he a little too old to be playing like a 32, 33-year-old guy? Because like Jesus, when he dies, is supposed to be like 32, 33. Nicolas Cage, I guess, yeah, he's just.
Unless this is an alternate take where the crucifixion never happened, and now everyone's
No,
paying for
I'll
their
tell you
own
what happened.
sins.
They tried to do it. They tried to get him, but do you remember that movie where Nicolas Cage like slaps the guy in the hand, comes straight up? That's what happened. They tried to get the nail, and they let me just hits the Roman guy back of the head and walks off. That's what happens. That's what happens in this universe. It just does the slow motion. He reaches up, bam, you see it's the soldier back in the head. There you go. That was his miracle. He split that guy's head like the Red Sea. There's your miracle.
I have no words. Well, since we're talking about current and / upcoming movies, what are some upcoming horror movies or just movies in general that you're looking forward to? Because there's a lot of good stuff in theaters like right now. Got The Carpenter's Son. You've got The Keeper, which is Osgood Perkins, the guy that did that weird movie that was viral with like the detective and the dolls.
Oh,
You know,
I can't think of the name.
The one that had Nicolas Cage as like you're good. The one that had Nicolas Cage as like the weird tall man dude, where like the VHS tape. What was that movie called?
Okay, so movies that are either out now or coming out soon.
Just something that you're interested in seeing.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll be good, but I want to see Running Man.
That looks good.
Okay, yeah, I think so too. But I also, when you do you see like a big remake of like an '80s action movie, it's like sometimes it's hit or miss, right?
Yeah.
So skeptical, but I think I'll enjoy it. Obviously, just saw Predator: Badlands, which was awesome. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is coming out, I think, relatively soon.
I'm excited to see that too.
I saw the trailer for it before Badlands, and I was, all right, I'll watch this.
Yeah.
And then the one that I think I am just not sure about is the new Avatar.
Really? Why do you say that?
Because I did not enjoy the second one at all. But I liked the original. I remember watching the original and being blown away by like the visuals. And just like, oh, this is incredible. Nothing cinema will ever get more amazing than these visuals. And then the second one just kind of like an hour about a whale for some reason.
See, that's hilarious. I did not care for the first one at all. Besides like the visuals looking really cool. But
yeah, that's all I remember liking was seeing it in IMAX and just being blown away by just how crazy it was at the time.
But the second one I actually enjoyed a lot more, and I don't know if that's because I actually watched it in theaters and saw it on like a big giant screen and with like the nice sound system and stuff.
The original Avatar like
at home. Yeah.
I think that's it. Because there's no way that those movies are meant for small screens.
Yeah.
They are meant for basically the biggest screen you can possibly see it on. Because the story is just whatever. I mean, the first one is Pocahontas. And then the second one's kind of just suddenly about a whale. yeah. But even though it's like he befriends the whale, it's like, hey, whales are cool. Be nice to whales. I was like, yeah, that's good, and I'm glad people are learning that, I guess. But I don't need an hour of this.
Yeah. I've never seen any of them, so I didn't miss much about what we were talking
about. And then like the third one, which I don't know if it's the last of them either.
No, they've got 7
more.
They're supposed to be doing 7.
What part is it's coming out right now, like the new one?
3. The 3, because they took like 10 years between the first one and the second one, and the second one only really got made because Disney bought Fox, and they were like, hey, James Cameron, stop submarining and make some films.
Literally.
And now the second one came out like 2 years after the last one, so
I know the only thing I've seen about the third one is it was just like the villain, she's like, we were once peaceful. Gods failed us, so it's Gore the God Butcher. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
that's pretty much what
they're definitely leaning into that character in the marketing. Like they want that character to be the thing that's drawing you in as like, oh, this is different. There's like this like a one of the what are they, Na'vi? There's a
Mhm.
Na'vi villain this time. Like that's the thing that's
I've
going to be
got the
different.
I've got the action figure of her pre-order because I thought she looked cool. I
She
know
does.
nothing.
She looks cool.
Or
She looks really
Rand.
rad.
Yeah.
So I know I will just see it. Like, I'm just gonna see it. I know I will. My wife is gonna be like, "What movie do you want to go to the movies?" And we'll end up seeing Avatar 3. But I just don't know. Don't know if I have 7 of these movies in me, like over my lifespan.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess
What
we've
about
got
you
some
guys?
good movies.
Are you
Uh,
guys thrilled about anything coming up? I mean,
So for me, I subscribe to AMC, so I get to go and watch like 4 movies a week if I can find the time to watch that many movies a week.
yeah.
Um, but there's a couple in theaters right now. So The Carpenter's Son, um,
Yeah.
The Keeper, which is that Osgood Perkins movie, which I've heard really good thing about. Um, I'm just trying to pull up a list of things. The Black Phone 2, I know that's been out for a while, but I didn't really care for the first one, so I don't know if I'd be.
I liked it. I did see it, and I thought it was good. Also, the at Universal Studios for Halloween, they did the what do they call Halloween Horror Nights, Hollywood Horror Nights,
Yeah, my
and they
friend
had a lot
works
of
there. She
yeah, they had a lot of the Black Phone characters like there, and so that also got me kind of amped for it. So
hmm.
yeah, it was fun. I think if you didn't like the first one, you're probably not going to find something new that really makes this one click for you. But if you did enjoy the first one, then the sequel I think is just as good, which is not always something you say about like a horror sequel. So
Yeah.
Well, I think I need to watch the first one again because I don't think I was in a place where I could fully grasp what was like what it was about. Um,
Yeah.
and wow, Wedding Crashers 20th anniversary coming back to theaters. Mark your calendars, boys.
yeah, that makes me feel old though.
I mean, I can think of
Besides,
3 that I'm excited for. So, go and tell me
no,
yours.
no,
I
you
got
go
mine.
ahead, do your thing. Oh, 28 years later, the Bone Temple, because the ending of 28 years later
Oh,
was
yeah.
fucking insane. So I need
Yeah.
to see how that wraps up.
For me, the 3 would be Badlands. I do want to see Predator Badlands. Me and a buddy are pretty hyped to see the next Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Kind of
Mhm.
curious to see how that plays out. And then the only other thing is the whole Ryan Gosling saying he's doing the Killer Clowns. I want to see what they do with that franchise. That's the one I've got the highest hopes for because
Is Killer Clowns a franchise? There's only been one movie. Is
exactly.
that a
What is it? It's a cult
franchise?
classic, I guess.
They also have a video game, so they've
I
Yeah.
guess it is a
branched it
franchise.
out. You know, like
Yep.
there's more to it than just the
It has
film.
Funko Pops. It's a legitimate thing.
Okay,
You're made
I
big
was
if
just
you have a
trying to be
Funko.
funny. Yes, the
You're just clowning
uncrumbling
around.
the uncrumbling empire that is Funko.
Well, so I know you love Killer Clowns, though. Are you at all nervous?
A little bit, yeah. I'm wondering if they'll screw it up because the thing is, okay, here's the thing. I've said this. I whether them do crossovers like Art the Clown meets the Killer Clowns, Pennywise meets all the horror clowns just together. So like you've just got Art like killing them and beating the crap out of them,
You
and
know
they
what?
just keep coming.
I kind of am hoping that Dead by Daylight that turns into a franchise and they could
Yes,
do that because
yes.
that's that game, Dead by Daylight. They just have all these characters, they just throw them in there. And if they make that movie successful, the sequels could just throw in Art the Clown or the Xenomorph or whoever, and you could have this as its own little universe
I think
of
like
like,
Nemesis is in it, right? From Resident
yeah,
Evil. Is he? Yep, Nemesis is in
Mhm.
it.
yeah,
Springtrap,
just
I
yeah,
like
pretty much. If you think
crossovers.
of a cool horror character, they've probably been
Mm.
in Dead by Daylight.
Yeah.
And then they're working on making that into a movie. So if it's good and successful,
Mm.
that might be your way of getting like a Super Smash Bros. Scary
Yes,
movie.
that's what I want. I want that. So I guilty pleasure. I enjoy Jason versus Freddy.
Yeah, me too. I
I've,
think it's better. People like when it came out. I think it got a lot of shit, but it is it's It's fun. Like that's the point of it. It's
Yeah.
just supposed to be fun.
Yeah, that's it. It's the freaking Freddy worm going down the guy's throat.
Yeah.
Worst CG I've seen in my life, but I love it.
Yeah. And let's all hope that they don't make any more Jurassic Park movies. I think we can agree, right? That
Oh
this
God,
year should be the
yes.
end of
I want to see what happened to that Rancor they put in that movie. How he gets back to Jabba's palace.
Oh, shut up.
the D-Rex.
Yeah, the Distortus Rex. We purposely made him deformed. We named him Distortus. He had to be.
The first Jurassic World I thought was like really, really good. Like I enjoyed that they like brought it back and it felt nice. But then they just kept going on like almost yearly, and it's like, Jesus Christ. When will we learn to just send out like a virus that just attacks these dinosaurs and you just kill them all? Like
You know what made me so mad about
we know
one?
this. What?
Again, my friend said it's kind of like a video game because it's like we have to go find the 3 biggest dinosaurs. Brachiosaurus, that's a dinosaur. Quetzalcoatl, that's not a dinosaur. Mosasaurus, that's also not a dinosaur. That's one dinosaur, aquatic reptile, and an avian reptile.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I also hate how like every Jurassic World since they brought this back is like, remember the Jurassic Park movies? Look, here's the giant atrium where they first walked into back in 1993 or 4 or whenever the fuck. Yeah, here's the gates. And it's like, yeah, you've done this like 5 times already. We're on the 5th Jurassic World movie and like the 9th in this series. It's not that cool anymore. We get it. Dinosaurs.
Like a guy with a
woo!
freaking slide whistle.
Great soundtrack. I mean, that score is iconic. I love it.
Yeah.
But just maybe we're done with those. I just feel bad. Like we have so few original ideas, and there's just that's what I want to see. Like Weapons, for example. That movie was just this weird, random thing. I loved it. I want more of that stuff. And
Bring Her Back that Lights loves. That was a
oh my God, have you watched Bring Her Back, Kyle?
Yeah. No, that is great.
What did you okay, it's great, but what did you think about it? Because before I ask you that, can I tell you my experience with it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so AMC does this thing called oh well, but you're my guest, our guest. So Scream Unseen.
One episode, you're taking power.
Scream Unseen is like a thing where it's a mystery movie. You don't know anything besides the runtime. So you just buy your ticket, you go in there, and they'll put, I don't know, they could put the room on for all you know, except it's like a never before seen horror movie or like action movie, whatever. So we go, me and my wife, and we sit down, and I'm immediately greeted with like this demonic baby fetus and these people are like doing this weird cult shit, and then I see like a dead dude's penis, and I'm just like, wow, this movie's already got me feeling unsettled. And the whole movie was like really, really tense and nerve-wracking, and it was one of the greatest experiences I've ever seen. And the only thing I can equate it to is what people must have felt like when they watched The Exorcist for the first time.
I really like that. I like that comparison you made with that.
Yeah,
it's the only thing I can equate it to.
The actress Sally Hawkins in that movie, she is, I think, she's so tremendous that I think she really makes that movie feel tense and creepy and weird and scary. And I thought that movie was really great. I wasn't around to see The Exorcist when that movie came out, and the things I have heard from people who watched that and had that experience were like going to churches afterwards because they were so scared. So I don't know if we'll ever get a movie where that matches that level of like cultural fear, But yeah, that movie might be pretty close to like creeping me out and like being very scared. I don't know if I would be like worse off if it was like I was in a theater, I didn't know what I was going to see, like what you had, and that movie started playing. I think I have to be prepared for that movie.
Yeah, I didn't, and the thing is, I saw no trailers. I didn't know what the hell the movie was gonna be about.
Yeah.
Besides just the bare minimum, like it
You
was
know, I
insane.
think that makes these scary movies better when you just don't know
Hold
anything
on.
about it.
Well, hold on now. The next Scream Unseen we went to, because Bring Her Back was the first one. Next one was that movie that just came out with he was on SNL. He dated Kim Kardashian. What's his name?
That doesn't help me.
I know his
Uh, uh,
freaking
f- uh,
name.
uh, uh, Also
I
dated
don't.
Ariana Grande.
Oh,
Someone,
Pete Davidson.
yeah, Pete
Yes,
Davidson, the one where he's like
the king of
helping
low
people.
standards.
Yeah, um,
Cat
he's
Williams said it,
helping.
not me.
He's helping these people out in like this old person's home, and then crazy shenanigans happen.
What movie is
Um,
that?
what is it? The Home, The Eye, uh, Pete
David-
Home.
Davidson. I think it's called The Home. Yeah, I think The Home. Yeah, so it's called The Home. And do you have any interest in watching it? Because you really don't want to. It's pretty rough.
Oh, I know why I didn't see it. This image.
Yeah,
I can't watch stuff about like eyes.
me, dude, fingernails getting ripped off and stuff going into my eyes. Like it just.
Yeah, so that's why I never watched that movie. I didn't know Pete Davidson was in it, but I remember seeing that image like on Netflix or whatever, and I was like, nah, it's not for me. Nah, I can't do it.
Well, you
So I didn't
dodged
see that new movie
yourself.
Together, the Together trailer where their eyes are like starting to go. I was like, I can't watch this. I
That
short
was actually a
straight,
decent
but
movie, and it had a
I've
really good
heard great
message.
things.
And yeah, so yeah, that movie's really body horror and grotesque.
Mhm.
The movie sucked. It was terrible. And not seeing anything about it. I mean, like I saw trailers for it, but I wanted to see the movie after seeing the trailers. That's the
Yeah.
thing. But just going in there not knowing what movie I was going to see did not make that movie better.
The
When
one with Pete Davidson.
Yes.
when
Yeah.
you said
Together
Pete
was
Davidson is
incredible.
in it, I could not take it serious. I was like, no, this is not. No.
But
Speaking of body horror, I think my new favorite body horror movie that's come out recently is, and everyone thinks this is a good movie, but The Substance. Have you guys seen that one?
that
I've
movie's
heard of it.
fucking insane.
I
It's
need to
just,
see that.
it's crazy that movie with that level of body horror was nominated for an Oscar. It's just,
I mean,
it's a crazy amount of body horror, like just
Mm.
graphic stuff, and it's like that's nominated for an Oscar.
yeah,
Which I thought was cool. That's cool.
Mm.
it was yeah, it was a wild experience. Um
Yeah,
that was
really,
another
really
one
good.
that I only knew like the basic like cliff notes of it, and that ending absolutely rocked my world.
Yeah. No, that movie, I was like, I didn't see it until like recently, and so I felt it was like one of those movies where you ever see a movie that was like really popular, but you saw it like a year after it already, like the enthusiasm had passed. So I was trying to have like conversations with my friends, like, you guys got to see The Substance. They're like, we know, we saw it a year ago, Kyle. Like, come on. So I didn't really have many people to talk to about that. Just reading reviews, be like, I agree with this. This was great.
No, and that was such a well done movie. And um I tend to lean more towards films that have like some underlying message to it, maybe some social commentary, things of that nature. Because I think
Yeah.
like any form of media that has like a message behind it is inherently more
Very
valuable
valuable.
than just something that's, oh well, that character did a cool flip like Crank or something. Crank is no
Character did a
Shakespeare.
cool flip.
Yeah. No. Well, you know what? And I think that's one of the great things about horror is you can have something to say, but not beat them over the head with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be so in your face that, oh, I'm trying to make a point about how capitalism sucks. You can do it in interesting ways, or you can, tell a story about how women are treated in media. That's The Substance right there. That's like, she's instantly replaced as soon as she hits a certain birthday.
Mm.
It's just like, oh, look, women are just disposable in the media, and this woman goes to these lengths to try to make sure that she's not disposable, that she still has value in pop culture and in culture in any way. And it's like, that is a really interesting way to tell that story, which has been done in all these different kinds of ways, but that doesn't feel like it's beating you over the head by doing it, because you're watching this gross horror movie.
Can we talk about that messaging though? Like not so much about the women and stuff, but like the link she went to. Did she really stop herself from getting replaced, like by doing what she did? Because I feel like she just replaced herself. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, she caused
it
her
didn't solve
own.
her problem at all.
No. But I mean, that I think is the point of it. It's that
Yeah.
she goes through these lengths, because like you see these people who they go through all of these incredible surgeries to make themselves still look young, right? And
Yeah.
they're not doing themselves any favors by trying to beat the aging process. They're just getting stranger looking.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what she's doing. She's becoming her own worst enemy by trying to de-age herself.
Yeah.
That's
there's
lit.
a lot of interesting things about that movie, but yeah, she doesn't help herself in any way.
No. Not at all. Not in the slightest. Such a wild movie. I think we're in like a new, I'm not going to call it like a golden era of horror.
New renaissance.
We are in a renaissance era for
Mhm.
sure. Horror's starting to be taken more seriously, and it's not just like slop that's thrown at us, because like the 2010s was just terrible up until about like the end of it. But like 2018 is where I think the tide starts shifting.
Yeah,
for sure.
I once listened to this. It was either an interview or a podcast that Tarantino was on, and he was talking about how like the movie industry goes through 10-year cycles, where you have the 10 years are great, 10 years are bad, 10 years are great, 10 years are bad, 10 years are great. And like the more you kind of look back at movies that you like, or you think like this is a great, like look at 1999, there's just 15 movies that came out in 1999 that are like classic films. There's like The Matrix, there's like Fight Club, I think just there's like a bunch of really, really like iconic movies just in that year.
Mhm.
And then kind of right after that, there's just like a little bit of a dead time, and then movies pick up again, and then they slow down. And you have weird things that happen, like writer strikes, COVID. There's always something that causes just a downtime of bad movies. But then I think right now we're in a really good, happy time of fun stuff.
Agreed. Absolutely
I don't want to
agreed.
give like A24 too much credit for like making horror movies like
but
good again,
give them a lot of credit though.
But they definitely kicked off a lot of horror movies being taken seriously as films.
Well, I mean, even more so, I feel like A24 is the to me, like they're a professional indie studio, if that makes sense. Like they're willing to throw stuff at the wall, and they don't really care.
Yeah, I think that they are now a big studio, but they started out as that for sure. They were a professional indie studio, but now they're just a big studio. And I think Neon is now taking that place of what they were in the early days of making The Witch and Midsommar and those Hereditary, those type of films. And now I think Neon
has A24's output like slowed, or have they moved away from like doing the daring stuff recently? Because I can't think of anything that they've put out super recently.
I don't know off the top of my head, but I know that that Neon has been doing a lot of like cool, very interesting, unique indie stuff that I've been much more hyped about than I don't even know if it's A24 or A24. I never know. but you get it.
I don't know. No. But they did bring her back, so in my book, they're still killing it.
Yeah, they're good. They have whoever's in charge of eyeballing the scripts and choosing them is obviously great at their job because they know what they're doing.
Okay, I did see a Neon movie last year. It was a Cuckoo.
Yeah.
And that one was pretty whack.
Good or bad whack?
Well, when I say whack, I usually mean like, man, that's crazy. I don't mean like, man, that's
Mm-hmm.
whack. That's terrible. So
But yeah, you were talking
to-
about Keeper, right? You're trying to see Keeper. That is a Neon film.
Oh, Keeper's Neon?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm just really excited to see that. Like, it seems interesting. Hold on. If they worked with, let me just look up Osgood Perkins because we'll be wrapping up the show here in just a moment. Okay, Long Legs. That was the movie, Long Legs,
Yeah.
and the monkey. The monkey was whack, or not whack. Great, totally tubular.
Did you not like Long Legs? I really enjoyed Long Legs.
No, I love Long Legs. No, that was insane. I think the marketing hyped the movie up a little bit too much. Like
Yeah,
the
I can see
marketing was almost better than the movie itself. Maybe.
Yeah. I get what you're saying because it was also a little bit different than what the marketing was trying to tell you the movie was going to be. It was a different tone of film. It was kind of like supernatural Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you haven't seen Long Legs, you should watch it though. Even just for Nicolas Cage being bizarre.
Like, again, the Cage Renaissance will not end.
Yeah.
Dude did trash direct to DVD films for a long time. And
What
when I
was
mean
that
trash,
one?
I actually mean trash.
What was that one he's in where he's got I watched it for Halloween with a buddy. He's got two sons, and it's like the end of the world, and when night falls, these things come out.
Something from Outer Space?
No, it's not from outer space. Killer Clowns from outer space? Hold on, I'm looking at that. You said
No.
the thing? Hold on, I'm looking at
Um,
Nicolas Cage movie where he has two sons and there's monsters.
I literally think that's
Arcadia.
Oh,
I
Color
did
Out
not
of
see
Space. Okay, fine. Movie recommendation for all of y'all. Color Out of Space. Watch that shit if y'all have not seen it.
No,
It's
yeah.
very Color Out of Space. It's very H.P. Lovecraft inspired.
Okay, yeah, I've seen the poster for this. I think it's currently on Hulu or something.
It is on Hulu.
Yeah.
Yeah. We saw the trailer for this. Me and my friend during Halloween. Yeah, I've been wanting to see this one.
It came out 4
Okay.
years ago. So
I have another kind of Cthulhu-esque recommendation since we're on this train. If you haven't seen it, watch The Void.
By Stephen
you're the
Costanza.
second person to recommend that. Raven absolutely loves The Void.
It's an awesome movie. I love pretty much anything Stephen Kostansky does. I think he's just like a really killer indie director. He made Psycho Gorman, which is like one of my favorite movies. It's so ridiculous. Psycho Gorman. He just has a new movie that came out too, like this month or last month, which is like a kind of a Conan the Barbarian, like that genre.
Yeah.
So it's like a totally different thing that he's done previously.
You're the second person to watch that. I may actually just go downstairs and watch that movie while I'm eating dinner. So
The Void.
As long as you're not grossed out too much. Like,
nah, dude, I've been watching horror movies since I was 4. Like, I think Exorcist is one of the earliest films I can remember watching, and that was around 4.
Yeah. Do you consider Jaws a horror movie, both of you?
No.
Yeah, I was gonna say no, not really.
I have met a
why,
few people
but
who think it's a horror movie, and I think because in the 70s it probably scared enough people that they're like, okay, this is a horror movie. but it is like my comfort movie. I just can put it on and just chill out, watch that movie, and just have no thoughts, head empty, enjoy, and just chill, relax.
Oh,
That is my mindless movie.
okay, so this this is a question that's really been eating me up inside. Why is it that we've got all these random shark movies and all these remakes and like the Meg and all this stuff, but Jaws has not had a remake, or they haven't tried to continue it, or they haven't, like, the studios haven't bought like the Meg or whatever and called it like Jaws semicolon the Meg. You know what I mean?
Big Jaws.
Yeah, that's interesting. I think we're probably lucky it hasn't been remade.
Yeah.
Yeah, after
Because
the
the other,
shark
it's
roared.
only Jaws is good.
Yeah, after the
Jaws
shark
2 and
roared.
3 are not.
What do you mean you didn't like Jaws 3D?
That's the one
That's
where the shark has revenge, right? It like travels to go after them. Like what the hell?
Travels to SeaWorld.
is that the one where it roars? Oh, there's one where it freaking roars. I'm like, oh yes, lungs. The things needed to roar. Sharks
Yeah,
have
I don't
lungs.
know, but there's no reason to find out and watch those two movies.
So, but why is it? Why do you think they haven't like even tried to just attach the Jaws name to some of these like Jaws semicolon Sharknado? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, no, it
Jaws
seems like a
NATO.
slam dunk for like some studio exec to be like, okay, guys, I got an idea. We remake Jaws. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know how that hasn't happened because that's pretty much every idea. Like, okay, guys, we're gonna remake Halloween. It's gonna be great. We're gonna make $1 billion. It has to have something to do with Steven Spielberg. Maybe he owns the rights to it.
That's
Or
embarrassing that he
it's
allowed Jaws 3D to
attached.
happen.
There's
I
your
mean,
answer right there. He saw that movie. He's like, you know what? Never again. I'm burying it in the backyard. You're never getting any more Jaws. It's in a shallow grave somewhere. He put it down. The shark's gone.
But here's the weird thing. They think it's a big enough name to like do video games based on it. Granted, it's been like a decade, but they did one for the 3DS.
No, it's a huge name, and it would be a thing that people go and see in theaters. Absolutely. I mean, even if it was a subpar whatever movie, people would go see. People went and saw the Meg.
You still get merchandise of it.
Too. Yeah, and there's actually a museum right now that's doing really well, like in LA, that has a lot of the original Jaws props and stuff from the film. It's being shown in a museum in LA. I really want to go see it, but it's here till like summertime, so I still have time to see it. But yeah, no, it would. Of course, that movie would just make tons of money. They wouldn't even really need to get big actors to make that a successful movie.
I mean, or even just to take like a shark project that's sitting in a film studio script warehouse or whatever and be like, what's this shark movie number 5,637?
Yeah.
Slap
Name it
Jaws on it and we'll name it Jaws Rebirth.
Oh my God. Yeah. That's what it would be called too. It would be like
Jaws the next generation or something.
Yeah.
the next Jaw
narration.
Yeah.
Jaws Rebirth. We've got a bigger boat.
And then Chris Pratt turns around on the boat and he's like, "We're going to need a bigger boat."
Okay, hold on.
and then Jack Black gets eaten by the shark. He's like, "Ah!" It's Jack Black.
Hold on. I've got it. Let's all collaborate to make this movie happen. So I've been inspired by the Carpenter's son. Jesus is really big right now. How about?
Yes.
Hold on. How about we do a movie where Moses on the ark has to go against Jaws?
Wrong guy, but yes. That'd be Noah.
Oh, fuck. Noah, I'm so sorry. Noah on the ark.
Yeah.
And Pedro Pascal plays the shark.
Pedro Pascal plays the shark. Yeah, he's got to have
Jack Black is Noah. There you go.
Jack Black is Noah.
Does
Yeah.
that not sound like $1 billion grosser?
Yeah.
I would be curious, if it would make more money than the actual Noah movie that they did with Russell Crowe, but you never know. That movie was pretty weird and out there, so why not throw a big shark in it? That might improve it.
Listen, you've got the biggest boat.
Yeah. Biggest
I
boat,
just
biggest storm, biggest shark, biggest box office.
have we mentioned Tusk yet? No, we have not mentioned Tusk
One of the
yet.
best.
Are
One
you
of the best.
suggesting Tusk versus Jaws? Dreadful Gentleman? Justin Long versus Jaws?
The freaking Tusk versus he's gonna get eat immediately. This freaking poor walrus is
He went through the same process that the Toxic Avenger did, and now he's got superhuman walrus powers. No, Tusk is a great movie.
versus the greatest
Yeah,
predator on Earth that survived billions of
Justin
years.
Long.
Yeah. You could just, if you really wanted to get Chris Pratt in there, you just have one of the animals speak. Like maybe there's a parrot that talks to Noah, and then it's just voiced by Chris Pratt. That way you can fill that niche.
We're just really trying to hit all the mainstream actors now. Can we give Zachary Levi a spot too somehow?
Halfway through the movie, Noah's just like, I don't know if I can pilot this. I don't know if I can get this boat, to where it needs to go. And then you just hear Johnny Depp say, I know a thing or two about being on a boat. And he's got a Jack Sparrow outfit.
This idea started off as a pure idea, and now y'all are trying to Hollywood and commodify it into something impure. All I wanted was Noah, maybe Moses, on an ark fighting Jaws.
Wrong guy again. There he is again.
No, I said Noah and Moses. Or Noah,
okay,
maybe Moses.
Okay,
like them working together.
Yeah, there's a retelling. It's like kind of a new. It's like
look, we got a giant shark. It's called the Old Testament for a reason. We got a giant shark going up against a biblical figure. Okay, we can do whatever we want.
Moses.
All right, I think we've really steered off course here. But this is fun. If Moses can part the sea, do we need the ark? Well, see, that's when the Moses showdown happens, where he's part the sea, and then Bruce Jaws, whatever, is in the center of it, and then it's like they have to run at each other in a final.
I like to imagine he parts it or whatever, and he's like, "There, the shark's on that side. We're on this one. We're safe." And then the music, you hear the Jaws theme, and they all turn, and he jumps the gap. He breaches and jumps the gap.
We'll have to pick this conversation up another time because our generous benefactor, Raven's Eye Studios 21 here, has told me we got about 10 minutes left in him because I guess he's fading.
Yeah.
So, Kyle, it's been a pleasure. Go ahead and shout out anything you want, where people can find you. Just all of that.
Well, first of all, thank you guys for having me.
This was a blast.
It was really, really fun, and I hope your Jaws Noah idea takes off. That'll make you $1 billion. But springscreams.com is where you can find the link to submit your film. Spring Screams Film Festival on Instagram. And then if you just want to be like a cool person and support my movie that's coming out, my short film, the Red Veil _movie on Instagram is also available to go in. And I'm going to be putting that up somewhere, probably YouTube, over the weekend after the film festival that I'm a part of. But yeah, I mean, this is a film festival that I'm making that's for everybody. It's not just, who's the biggest star. This is a film festival for horror nerds and people that just want to have a good time and collaborate and make some friends, make some connections, and see their movie on a massive screen.
Right on. Well, we certainly look forward to hearing more about it and to seeing how it pans out in March, which hopefully we can get you back in after that happens and you can tell us all about the experience and everything. Because we'd love to have you back on. I mean, anytime you want to come back on the show, you just hit us up if you want to talk more about the Noah Jaws movie or,
Yeah, I got a couple of director friends. I gotta let them know that you got some
please,
gold. You're sitting on a gold
please.
mine. Yeah,
I feel the sarcasm, but I unironically think
it's
Noah versus
sincere. No,
Jaws
it's
would
a gold
be
mine. It's a gold
insane.
mine.
If a shark tornado can take off, a biblical version of Jaws can be the same.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with you. So yes, thank you so much. It was awesome getting to talk to you guys, getting to goof around. Yeah, I will be happy to come back. And again, I am super appreciative of you letting me plug my my
Oh,
stuff.
that's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. Gold, what you got?
Same as usual. Follow Goldmember 150 on YouTube and IG and The Devil's Toys.
Very, very short and
Both my
concise.
IG
Thank you.
pages. Yep.
He's got it down.
And me, I'm lights.camera.af. The AF is multiple choice. You can find me there on Instagram. And Raven, somewhere in the heavens, the show is over. Send us
Thanks
on
for
the
stage
outro.
right.
Have a good night, everybody.